I was in a few bands back in the day, but now that I'm older, wiser, more mature, and definitely more handsome, unfortunately, I don't do that anymore. And the thing that I remember, and the thing that I really, really miss, probably the most, is the way that we would rehearse, the way that we would learn new songs, and basically the way we played together. Now, I'm talking about a few years ago, before the days of smartphones, before tablets where, you could have, you can have all the PDFs of the chord progressions and the strumming patterns. There was none of that. We were lucky to have a piece of paper. And so we did it basically very old-fashioned type of way. So what I want you to do, I want you to imagine in this beginner guitar tutorial, what I want you to imagine is that I've written a song and that we're going to rehearse together. And so there's nothing printed, there's nothing on a screen, there's nothing anywhere. So maybe you want to get yourself a piece of paper and a pen so that you can write down the chords for this song, the chord progressions and the order of the song, basically. Now, as I said, there's no looking at screens. There was just basically communicating between me and whoever else I was playing with in those days. And so that's how I want to do this. This is how I want to teach you a song. Now, it's not my song, but I wish it was. But it might not be a song that you are familiar with or you know how to play. But if you do know it, then please let me know down in the comments and you'll get a couple of house points. So, are you ready for a challenge? Are you ready to learn a song without printed material, without anything, just me and you and our guitars? Well, if you are, let's go. Okay, right, let's tune up together. So I'm going to start with the top E string. Here we go. Tune up with me. B string. G string. D string. A string, and then the E, the low E. Alright, so let's start with, we're going to start with the intro. In fact, this song's only got a couple of parts to it. It's got the intro, it's got a verse and like a chorus. And so the intro, fortunately the intro and the verses are the same, so we're good there. And so for the intro you need three chords. You need E minor, G and then D. E minor, G and D. I'll just play it through for you first so you get an idea of kind of how it sounds. It goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 1 bar of E minor, 1 bar of G, 1 bar of D, in fact 2 bars of D, sorry. So E minor, G, and then 2 bars of D. And that's the intro and basically like the verses as well. And the strumming, right, what I want to do with the strumming is we're going to go, now this song is in 4/4, it's just 4 beats and a bar. And what we're going to do is down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and. So that's the basic strumming that you can use for this. If it's, you don't have to, you could leave it and just do that for the moment. Just keep it simple if you want. But as I say, going back to the strumming pattern, now there's a nice little change that we're going to do. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now on the last and of the bar, that's when you're going to change chord. So there's a kind of little tricky little change there, but something that, a bit of practice, you'll get right. So 1, 2, 3.
2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and... Whoops, I screwed up a little bit there. But hang on a second, let's go back and do it again. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 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 1, 2, 3 and 4 and... So E minor, G, D. And that changes, as I said, it's at the very last and of the bar. Okay, so at the very last and. So 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 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 1. 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and so you also see that when you go from E minor to G and the G to the D, that you're not strumming on that first beat, so that you know that the rhythm carries over into the next bar, and then you start strumming again on the second beat. Right? If you listen again, 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 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 1, 2, 3 and 4. So the verse, the intro and the verse is very much like that. The first half of the verse, I should say. So I tell you what, let's go around it a few times together. I'm actually playing it slower than it really should be, just a little bit slower. But here we go, let's try it together. So remember, E minor, G, D, D. E minor, G, D, D. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's like the intro and the first half of the verse. Now the second half of the verse is we've got 8 bars. All right, and the first part is going to be C for a bar, then D for 2 bars, and then E minor. So C, D, D, and then E minor. Then the next 4 bars starts off very much the same. C for a bar, D for a bar, and then E minor, and then a D. So let me just play this through for you. I'll shout out the chords as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and D, 2, 3 and 4 and D, 2, 3 and 4 and E minor, C, D, E minor, D, and then it's going to go back to a verse, back to the beginning of the verse. So let's try it again. So when I say we've got C for a bar, then D for a bar, and then another D, and then an E minor, then C again, and then D, E minor, and then D for 1 bar, and then just go back to the verses. So let's try that together. And the strumming, you can keep the strumming the same. But you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that change, that slightly early change to get to the next chord. Just keep it straight on the bar. So C, D, D, E minor, C, D, E minor, D. I hope you got that. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so that's the verse, or the second half of the verse. Or was that the chorus? But anyway, so we got an intro, we got the verse, which is exactly the same. Then the next part with the C to the D, to the D, E minor, C, D, E minor, D, and then we're going to just keep repeating. Right, so we're not going to worry about solos or outros. We're just going to get the kind of the basic intro, verse, chorus, intro, verse, chorus. That's all we're going to do. Well, not intro, verse, chorus, but intro, verse, chorus, verse, chorus. Okay, that's what we're going to do. Intro, verse, chorus, verse, chorus, and then we'll stop. All right, and just that's the basic outline of this song. So here we go. So we're going to try this, the whole thing. We'll try to put it together, and so we're going to have an intro, which is going to be E minor, G, D, D, repeated. And then the verse, which is going to be exactly the same as the intro. It's going to start exactly the same as the intro, and then it's going to do C, D, D, E minor, C, D, E minor, D, and then back to the verse. So we got this intro, verse, chorus, verse, chorus, and then we'll just fade out. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and that's the verse. D. Back to the verse. E minor. G. D. E minor. G. D. C. E minor. C, E, D, E minor, and then it would go back to a verse and a chorus and so on. So what we've got again, we've got E minor, G and D twice. That's your basic, the intro. It's also the first part of the verse, and then C, D, D, E minor, C, D, E minor and D. But while we're here, do you have any idea what this song is? Let me know down in the comments. And of course, if you need any help with these chords, check the description down below. I've got links for full tutorials for beginners for these chords. Let's have a crack at playing this song. Okay, so remember E, G, D, D for the intro and half the verse, and then C, D, D minor, C, D, E minor, and then D. Right, let's have a go at singing this song. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I couldn't quite remember the words there. Actually, I couldn't quite see them because I haven't got my glasses on. But that's the song. That's how it goes. Basically, you got an intro, you got the verse, and then you got that chorus. It's quite a simple. It's quite a simple order. There's not too much going on. It's not too complicated to learn. So I think it's a pretty good tune to play. And now the thing is, the other thing I wanted to say is, so we're using E minor, G, and D, but on the record, you know, if you want to play along with the record, you're going to need something like this. You're going to need one of these things here. This is a capo, and your capo is going to go on the 3rd fret. Just to say, this is not a special capo. It's just a cheap as chips capo. Cost a few quid from Amazon, and just put it on the 3rd fret, and you're going to play exactly the same chords. You're still going to play E minor, G, and D. Right? Nothing is actually going to change. Although I think I'm slightly out of tune now. But so if you want to play along to the record, get one of these, put it on the 3rd fret, and play away. And if you want to learn a few more songs, click the link here, and there's a playlist of loads of other songs that you can strum along to. Thanks for watching. Happy strumming.